We say we love the culture, but the culture doesn't always love us back. Hip hop and guns have been linked for decades, but there's a big difference between glorifying the streets and owning your rights responsibly. Let's talk about it. All right, so hip hop put the spotlight on guns like no other genre ever. All right, it turned them into a symbol of power, status, and sometimes survival. So guns in hip hop became metaphors for control, toughness, and reputation. The music reflected the environment, poverty, violence, self-defense. But over time, the image became the expectation. Guns in hip hop became metaphors for power and survival. The music reflected the struggle. Guns symbolized strength in a world where no one else had your back. The image of the armed rapper became an industry expectation. Eventually, it stopped being about storytelling and started being about branding. We know who did the branding. The line between art and lifestyle blurred. Now the fantasy looks like a blueprint and too many are following it blindly. What started as expression became glorification, and that comes with consequences. So the same system that profits from the music uses those lyrics in court. What's bars on a track becomes evidence in a trial. Prosecutors now use rap lyrics as evidence in criminal cases. Young black men are encouraged to flaunt guns, but punished when they do. The culture sells rebellion, but doesn't talk about legal ownership or safety. Let's talk about it. Lyrics are being used as evidence in real life prosecutions, all right? What you said in a verse cannot be used against you in court, even if it was just entertainment. And we know artists are encouraged to flaunt illegal guns, but they're punished for it, all right? Record labels love the image, but they won't bail you out when the feds show up. They won't be nowhere to be found. There's zero push for safety or legal ownership in mainstream music. The culture says strap up, but rarely says get trained. They love to watch us pretend to be outlaws until they treat us like one. Ask a young brother what kind of gun he wants, and you might hear whatever Dirk had in that one video. We've got to start asking better questions. The media will confuse illegal guns with responsible gun ownership. Many young men don't know that there's a legal path to gun rights. Pop culture often discourages training, safety, or accountability. So we got to realize that hip-hop culture shapes what young people think gun ownership looks like. If the only example they see is a music video, they'll copy what gets attention, not what keeps them alive. The idea of getting a permit or taking a class isn't even promoted. There's nothing flashy about paperwork and training, but that's where the real power lies. This leads to a dangerous gap between style and skill. They've got the look, but not the law, not the training, not the plan. You can't claim power if you don't understand responsibility. It's not about killing the culture, it's about correcting it. So you got more artists that are speaking out on responsible gun ownership. Pro 2A black voices are growing in music, YouTube, and social media. Hip-hop has the power to teach, not just to flex. More artists and influencers are starting to speak on responsible ownership. Voices are rising to say, be armed, but be smart. This new movement is blending culture with responsibility. From gun clubs to YouTube channels, creators are showing what real 2A culture looks like in Black America. We can shift the culture without killing the music. You can still love the sound, just change the message. We need more bars about permits, training, and staying legal. Real power ain't in a club, it's in the discipline. Responsibility doesn't kill the vibe, it keeps you alive long enough to build one. Real leadership includes teaching the next generation what the music doesn't. Being cool and being careful aren't opposites, and you can be armed and smart, tactical and lawful, real and responsible. Teaching safety is the next evolution of leadership. Being hard isn't just surviving the streets, it's being wise enough to protect the people around you. Cool and careful aren't enemies, they're teammates. The best shooters stay sharp, stay legal, and stay alive. Redefining what it means to be real in the firearm world. It's not about flexing, it's about mastery, mental, legal, and tactical. You can still ride to the beat, just make sure your mindset's loaded before your magazine is. The culture doesn't get to define you. You define the culture. If you're a part of it, help fix it. Train, learn the laws, teach the truth. You're not just a lyric, you're a leader. And if you get a chance to, drop your favorite rapper who actually promotes real responsibility. Subscribe for the full Blacks and Guns series. All right, we'll catch you guys on the next one.